Guys, welcome to the I Love CVille Show. It's Jerry Miller. It's good to be with you on a Friday. Tornadoes in the forecast, rain in the forecast, thunderstorms in the forecast. The world is coming to an end in Central Virginia. We are here to change that and bring some sunshine to your world as you prep for what is undoubtedly going to be the best weekend of your life. And I mean that, and I truly feel it in my heart and soul. We're going to welcome Bayou Faux Pas to the I Love CVille set. They are going to play some fantastic live original music for us. Originals, some covers potentially, all originals?
Well, I don't know if you call it covers,
okay.
In this kind of music.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. I'm getting ahead of myself. Before we get to Paul Rosen, who's a good friend of the show, and you just heard his voice right there, I want to thank some of the fine folks that make this show possible. First, a 4-generation strong business, and it's Intrastate Pest and Service Companies. Our advertising agency, VMV Brands, the proud advertising agency of record for Intrastate Pest and Service Companies. Listen to this story. In 1969, the first generation, the founder of the business, started with one truck and himself. Sweat equity, dream, the willingness to work hard. He would go service a client, and then he would head to a phone booth in 1969. He would call the second homeowner and said, "May I come to your house now?" Today, this business is 4 generations strong with its headquarters right around the corner from Bodo's Bagels, an office in Richmond, an office in the Shenandoah Valley, and a Commonwealth-wide footprint. I have seen firsthand how the Wells family has made Central Virginia and Charlottesville a better place. We love working with this company. We also love working with the good doctor, Scott Wagner of Scott Wagner Chiropractic and Sports Medicine, also the proud ad agency of record for Dr. Wagner's team. Whether chiropractic care, physical therapy, or sports medicine, Scott Wagner and Scott Wagner Chiropractic and Sports Medicine are changing people's lives. Ladies and gentlemen, if you tuned into this program, you know it airs Monday through Friday on the I Love CVille network from 12:30 to about 1:30, 2 o'clock, depending on how we're feeling that day. We have no rules at I Love CVille, which is one of the things that I love about running this business. Harris Tolber is our director. Judah Wickhauer and the team upstairs help keep the show online and us sounding good and looking good. My job is so easy. All I have to do is get in front of this microphone and be myself. I love it. I love connecting with you guys through this platform. I want to give props to the team, though, Harrison, Judah, and Lauren and the team. They have the difficult job. I think Harris Tolber, on that note, let's go to that tall studio cam, and let's welcome the band to the set. And I'm going to do some introductions. I'm going to start with Zack Miller, who's got a fiddle in his hand. I got my good buddy Paul Rosen, who's got an accordion by his feet. Susanna Rosen, whose name came up on our last Friday show as being just a badass musician. She has a triangle. She's got the washboard. She's doing vocals. My buddy Pete Marshall, the mandolin in his lap right there, the octave mandolin in his lap. Looking sharp. That mustache is on point today, Pete.
Thank you.
I'm going to start with a question to my good buddy Paul Rosen, and make sure you get that mic close to you. Bayou Faux Pas. Talk to us about the band. Talk to us about what you guys are about. What can we expect with some live music from you guys?
All right. What we do is traditional Cajun music. We mostly focus on dance music, danceable music, and in the Cajun circles, that's usually 2 steps and waltzes. But we've had people do all kinds of crazy stuff. Like a couple months ago, we had like this group of about 10 college students just do some kind of improvised circle ring dance, and that was pretty fun to watch them from the stage. So actually, like, even though traditionally you would do 2-step and waltzes, you can do whatever you want. It's actually really good for jitterbug type swing because it just sort of the beat just fits in really well with that. So that's generally what I do when I'm dancing to this kind of music. I generally get into a lot of that kind of more swing dancing.
I love it. I love it. Stacy Brookman, hello. Colleen Tyler, hello. Tim Ryan, hello. Chris Jackson, guys. Grace Australia in Richmond. Folks watching across the Commonwealth right now. Susanna Rosen, percussions, vocals, the triangle, the washboard. You got some props before we already got on air. People were like, this lady crushes the washboard.
Well, thank you.
Introduce the band.
Well, I'll start with Zack Miller. He came all the way from Richmond to be with us today. He's on the fiddle and fancy shirts. We have Paul Rosen, my husband, on accordion, fiddle, and vocals. We came from Belmont.
I like it. A little closer than Richmond.
Yeah. And so I'm Susanna Rosen, And we have Pete Marshall on the Octave Mandolin and fancy hats.
I love it. Looking sharp, Pete Marshall. Zach, let me throw this to you. We will get to the live music. People are already saying, get to the live music. This band rocks. Okay.
These guys are so boring.
Get out of the way shortly. Zach, what do you love about playing in this band, my friend?
Yeah, Paul kind of already alluded to this, but it's dance music. It's also inseparable from food. If you've ever been down to Louisiana, been out to Lafayette or any of those other areas around there where the music comes from. And it's cool playing traditional Cajun music in this band because we get to play dances and get to look out at people having a good time, and it always smells good because there's always some gumbo in the pot.
I love gumbo. Yeah. Hugh Crumley says Paul Rosen got new glasses.
Oh,
sharp,
man.
Paul Rosen. Hugh Crumley, thank you for joining us on the broadcast. If you have a comment, if you would like to relay something to the band, just type it into whatever Facebook comment section you're watching. I ask you to like and share the show. 4 of us work very hard for the I Love CVille show. All we ask in return is that if you give it a like and you give it a share, I got to get Pete Marshall in the mix right here. What do you love about playing in this band, Pete Marshall?
I just love the atmosphere that gets created when we play. Dance music is music for people to enjoy. You have the audience already won over when they walk in the door. And it's party music. People are there to have a good time, and we're just there to facilitate that. And we have a good time, too.
I love it. I love it. Laura Spagoni, thank you for watching. John Craig from CVille Hop on Tours, thank you for watching. Tim Ryan says, Susanna, I've seen you play in so many bands. You are so talented. You're getting some props right there. It's my cue. I get it, guys. I'm going to stop talking. It's very difficult for me to do. This is the cue for the band to do what they do and what they like to do well, and that's play live music. Judah Wickhauer, slide over to the director's seat. Harris Tolberg, come on set if we need to. Paul Rosen, I'm sliding the mic to you, sir, and it's very difficult for me to get rid of this mic. Set the stage. What can we expect, Paul? What can we expect?
So a lot of these tunes are either traditional or they were written probably in the 20s and 30s. And so that's kind of what we do. There's 2 steps in waltzes. We're going to start with a 2-step called La Cassine Special. And La Cassine is a town in Louisiana.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hear some influence and some inspiration behind that song. Fantastic rendition. Fry Springs Beach Club is loving what they just saw. They're giving us the heart emoji with the emoji with the hearts in the eyes. Susanna, I'm going to throw this to you. Thank you, Laura Jackson, for sharing the show. Thank you to Chris for sharing in Crozet the show. Give it a like, give it a share. Susanna, talk to us about that song. What just happened?
Lacassine is a place in Louisiana. Now, I don't know where. But usually
probably Cajun country.
Yeah, probably Cajun country. So I imagine that a Lacassine special is something very lively. Could be a dance.
Could be a train.
Could be a train. Yeah.
What do you?
Could be something you can't talk about on the radio.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? There are no rules here, so we can talk about it on the radio.
Yeah.
Why don't we slide that over to Zach and let him talk about it right there? Sarah Humphrey, thank you for watching. LG Stinnett, thank you for watching. Sarah Whalen, Sandra Parks, thank you for watching. Give it a like and share if you could, guys. What are your thoughts?
Oh man.
I like the train idea.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of Cajun music gets pretty scandalous. If it's not a murder ballad, it's typically something even more scandalous and relationship between somebody. I mean, you're partying on a Saturday night in Lacassine. Who knows what happens?
What do you think, Pete? Jump in here.
I just play the music because I love the music. I don't really delve into the origins of the music at all. It's just
What do you love about that song, Pete?
I love the drive, the way it pumps along, you know.
It's got a good beat, easy to dance to.
Keeps the blood pumping, keeps the dancers dancing.
Michelle Graziosi, thank you for watching. Hillary Myers, thank you for watching. Zack Miller's page doing well right now. Give it a like, give it a share, no matter whatever channel that you're watching. People are saying, Jerry, more live music, more live music.
I think they've seen the show before.
I know my rule on Fridays. My rule on Fridays is shut the hell up, Jerry, and get out of the way of the band. So that's what I'm going to do. Judah, you run point. Harris Tolver, if we need to get in here. I think I got this mic set up, so we're good. You got that mic. Paul Rosen, the show is yours. You set the stage for us, if you could, Susanna, because I am now micless.
Oh.
Okay, we joke in this band that the next tune, which is a waltz, is the world's saddest tune. Now, that's kind of an easy statement to make about Cajun waltzes because they're usually about somebody who died. I loved a girl and she died.
Yeah, there's three subjects. There's like, I loved a girl and she died. I loved a girl and her parents won't let me see her. I loved a girl and she left me.
Yeah.
That's kind of what they talk about down there.
Okay.
Does nobody stay together?
Yeah, right. It's all the women.
Or I loved the girl and I killed her. Don't forget the murder ballad now. Don't forget the murder ballad.
That could happen.
You can't have her, you know.
Okay, they're getting heavy over here.
So what I really love, like the idiomatic of any language, is like things you don't really think about. But the last line is this: "Mon cœur fait mal," which is "my heart makes bad," is like literally what the words are, you know. And I just love like sort of translating stuff like that literally instead of, you know, because it's just like what a great, you know, what a great sentiment, you know. It's like it's a great way to say it.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring a lot of sun into everybody's lives.
Yeah.
It's that song. So, "J'ai passé devant ta porte" means I passed by your door, and you were dead.
Yeah. It's like there's a place nobody responded. I cried for my baby and nobody responded.
Yeah. Je criais, papa, ma belle, et personne qui m'aurait pas dit. Aïe, aïe, mon cœur fait mal. Baba, ma belle, et personne qui m'aurait pas dit. Aïe, aïe, mon cœur fait mal.
Love it. Lot of feedback here on the channel. 7 channels across the I Love CVille network. We are airing this live show. Zach, you got some people giving you some props right now. Derek Harris says, "Hell yeah, Zack Miller."
Oh,
that
man.
sounds amazing. Derek Harris. Abigail Grubber, what's up, Zach? Molly
What's
Payne,
up?
Zach looking sharp. Luz Shepard, go Zach. Did you pick up any Colombian beat to play on that beautiful violin? That's a question for you. Any thoughts on that?
Any Colombian
Any
what now?
Colombian beat to play on that beautiful violin?
Not that I know of.
Not that he knows of. Like and share the stream no matter where you're watching. Sarah Riddick, thank you for doing that. Hillary Myers, thank you kindly for doing that. Susanna, Sandra Park says, "I love death and food." So you know what? Okay, I'm not sure where to go with that. I love death and food. Grace is saying, "This is fantastic on a Friday. Love live music on the I Love CVille show." Susanna, I'm going to throw this to you. Talk to us about that song.
It is so sad I can't sing the second verse. The second verse of that song is about seeing candles in the window and seeing the body laid out, and I can't go into the room because she's gone. So I'm lying just a little bit. I can't learn the French for the second the second verse.
Well, fortunately, because it's in French, you can enjoy the song and not even know about
Exactly.
what it's. You can
Exactly.
dance with abandon to it.
Yeah,
Right.
people have a good time to that song because they don't know what the words are, I think. But I think almost all songs are improved when you can't understand the words. But
Oh, come
that's
on
just
now.
me.
Come on now. Talk to us
Afterwards.
about learning French and singing French. And I mean, how difficult was that?
Well, with my 7th grade French,
Yeah, seriously.
filtered through Cajun French, I don't know that I'm doing a great job, but I listen to lots of YouTube videos of the greats, the Balfas and all. And so I try to emulate that. And shout out to Tina Liza Jones, who is an old-time musician who taught me the triangle and also sings in Cajun French, though it is not her native language. So it's something that's, you do phonetically a lot of times.
I love it. I love it. Georgia Pender Mickelson, thank you for joining us on the show. Thank you for liking and sharing the show. Like and share the stream. Paul Rosen, what's on your mind?
Oh, well, I was just going to say that, we learned the words kind of phonetically, and it's not really standard French. And somebody from France will be like, I don't quite understand what they're saying. But that's just because it's just quite an accent different. But I think it seems to me like people from Louisiana, French speakers from Louisiana, seem to be really flattered when we try. And, I'll say, well, how was the accent? And they'll say, well, that was okay.
Christian Amundsen says, Zack Miller, you're famous. Zack Miller, you're famous. Christian Amundsen, what do you got to say to Christian?
Hello, Christian. I had no idea this show was such a big deal. They were like, just show up on Friday, and then we get here, and he's like, yeah, it'll be like eventually 250,000 people.
Jan Nichols is saying, you guys sound excellent.
So I do want to say something to my people, because it's clear that we don't necessarily know all the background on some of these tunes. If any of my friends are watching down in Louisiana and you know more about these tunes than us, feel free to
offer some perspective.
Offer some perspective, yeah. And the other thing that's interesting, I think this is the only one we're singing today, but really all these tunes we're playing, almost all of them without exception, have words, have lyrics, and I think as the band goes on, we'll slowly and surely learn some more words to throw in there. But it's hard.
Christian says, Zach is the man. Looking forward to more live music. Get out of the way, Jerry.
Oh, nice.
I added that part. You didn't say that, Christian, but I know when to shut the hell up.
Nice.
Molly Payne says, y'all sounded great. I love Cajun music. Love hearing
Molly.
you play, Zach. We have a question coming in from Chris in Crozet. Susanna, tell us about the instruments you played and how you learned how to play them. They are unique. You don't see them every day.
They are unique. However, there is a crossover with the rubboard a little bit. Rubboard turns up a lot in the 20s as a portable percussion system. And I happened to be in another 1920s turn of the century kind of band. And this is a lot lighter than a drum kit. So again, I learned from people from New Orleans who try to help me. And I also go on YouTube to learn rubboard. Triangle, again, about an hour and a half with Tina Liza Jones one afternoon at her farm down in Floyd. She and her daughter.
Floyd, Virginia.
Yeah.
Love that spot.
Shout out to Floyd.
Yeah.
She taught me everything I know on the triangle. I guess bottom line, get somebody who knows this stuff and sit next to them in a jam.
Steve Richardson in RVA says you don't see an octave mandolin all the time. Pete, talk to us about the octave mandolin.
Well, this particular octave mandolin is based on a Martin tenor guitar from the 1930s, and the company that made it decided that would be a good way of bringing the octave mandolin up to date. You see octave mandolins shaped like regular F5 Gibson mandolins, only bigger. You see them shaped like Irish bazookas, but this one is shaped like a guitar, and a lot of people think it is a guitar, but in fact it's an octave mandolin.
I thought it was a guitar.
Yeah.
Shows what I know.
Well, it's
all I do is talk.
It's a guitar body, but it's got 8 strings rather than 6, and they're in pairs like a mandolin. So.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Michael Ford, thank you for watching the show. Holly Hood, thank you for watching the show. Like and share the stream no matter where you are at. We will get to the comments that we haven't gotten to, I promise you. Like and share the stream or leave a comment on whatever channel you're watching. Paul, I'm about to slide the mic over to you. Ray Cadell of Ray Cadell and the Cool Cats watching. Hello, Ray.
Hey, Ray.
Love you, Ray. The show is yours. Susanna, I'm going to slide the mic to Paul. Set the stage so we don't have any dead air on what we're going to hear next, my friend.
Well, she might not even know what we're going to do next.
It's John Lamont, right? Yeah.
Jean Lamont, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So, well, one thing I want to say is this is only 2/3 of the band. We didn't really have room for anybody else. We also have a full drum kit, and that would be like this entire space, I think, almost. And our regular guitar player is Rick Friend, and he couldn't be with us, unfortunately, because he had to be at the beach. last picture I saw of him yesterday was holding a fish about that big with a big grin on his face. So I guess he's doing all right.
And Will Morrison could not fit the drum kit in here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So
And usually I play electric bass in the band.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think, frankly, the building, if we had had a drum kit in here, we would have an accordion. They may be giving me grief.
That's
little bit.
right.
I don't care.
Yeah, right.
No rules that I receive. I'll get out of the way.
All right. Yeah. Normally Pete plays bass, but that instrument he can kind of do the rhythms that both the bass and guitar do. So it seemed like that was a pretty good way to size down.
And Pete just got a stand-up bass, so if you invite us back, we'll have to see if we can fit that in here.
So the next tune is Jonglement.
Oh, the other thing is, don't look at my face when I'm playing. Normally people are dancing, but I get these funny expressions.
Yes, you did.
That's been the hardest part, is to try to not to grimace.
I remember seeing a band one time, and the fiddle player, when he was playing, he would have his tongue going back and forth like this. And it drove people wild. So fortunately, Paul doesn't do that.
Yeah.
All right.
there for us if you could. Harris Tolber. And Harris Tolber, if you could join me quickly on set, that would be huge. A lot of comments coming in. Let me go first to Susanna's page. Susanna, Mark, I think it's Purdue, would like to know where you guys are playing next. Where can we see you guys play next? If you could give us that perspective.
Okay, it's a Thursday. It's at Fry Springs. Paul, help me out.
All right, yeah, I just wrote down all the dates because I can never remember them. Well, this band, or like this band plus 2 people, is going to be May 23rd at Fry Springs doing a Cajun dance. And that's sponsored by the Front Porch, which is just an incredible.
Love the Front Porch.
Yeah, they just do so much good stuff for this town, and
they have a Cajun dance every month.
Yeah, every 4th Thursday. We're not going to do it in the summer because I don't think it's air conditioned there. But so the last dance will be May 23rd, and May 23rd, yes, May 23rd is when we're playing there next. Next Thursday is the Cajun dance, and this band called the Cajuns will be there. They're from Durham, and they're just a great amount of energy. And so I'm going there to dance. So that'll be a really fun one. But yeah,
I love it. I love it. Is there a Facebook page, a website?
Well, we started working on a website. So this band has kind of appeared and disappeared a few times over the last 20 years. 25 years, I think, and but recently, like when I started these dances up, we really solidified again. And so we're trying to get a web page. We just got a couple audio clips back, and you can go to BayouFauxPas.com and you can see like the progress as we're getting material for it.
Michael Clem watching right now. He says, yay,
yeah.
Lefty, Zuzu, Zach, and Pete. Love these folks.
Yeah.
Is it Jim Jenigan? He says, you guys sound amazing. Jan Nichols. I can't speak French. What am I supposed to do with this, Jan? You want to read this, what Jan is saying right there?
Google Translate.
Let the good times roll.
Let the good times roll. Sorry, Jan. Sorry, Jan. Thank you for watching the show, Jan. Jameson Babowski. Nice, Zach. Looking and sounding sharp right there. You're getting some props. Like and share the stream no matter where you are watching. David Strickland, thank you kindly for doing that. Give us some feedback there. Christian Amundsen on the sound there on my mic. That would be huge. Ron Gantz, thank you kindly for joining us. This is blowing up right here. All right, I'm going to get out of the way again. Why don't you go studio cam so they can get ready. Is this song 4?
Yes.
Yeah, and do you have 5 total?
Well, yeah. I mean, we could pull out some others, but we kind of named a couple in advance.
We do know more than 5.
Okay. Well, no. Pete's got jokes over here. I like how you deadpan that humor right there. We do know more than 5 songs. Thank you, Pete.
Although nobody would never know, we could just play the same 5 again.
Why do you say that? Because it's in French?
Yeah, and the tunes all sound alike. I mean, that's sort of like anytime you have any style of music, you know, the thing that defines it as a style is that the music sounds similar to each other. So
you know what I love about the music you play is that it elicits happy feeling and like happy emotion and happy energy. Like I feel like a palpable, tangible energy on set, and all I want to do is like rip like 6 beers, a couple bourbon shots, and start dancing right now. That's all I want to do, Zach.
Well, next Thursday you can do that. You come to Fry Springs Beach Club.
That's right around the corner for me. I'm in Redfields.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Bring your own bourbon.
Is it bring your own bourbon?
No. You can.
Is it bring your own beer or your bourbon?
No, you buy beer there.
Okay, sorry. What are you doing?
And for $5 you get a really great bowl of gumbo. So.
Is it any benefit? Is it going to the beach club?
Well, it's
because they do a lot of benefits there.
Yeah, no, it's not going to the beach club directly. It's sponsored by the Front Porch. So. How the money works, you'd have to ask them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we won't talk about the dinero. We'll play live music. Like and share the feed. Mark Purdue, how do you know that there are different Cajun tunes? They have different names?
Yes.
Mark Purdue's got you. What are you saying, Pete?
I was going to say one of the reasons that a lot of the tunes sound the same is because of the accordion, and unless you have more than one accordion, you're kind of restricted to only 2 keys, right, Paul?
Yeah, in general, like so this accordion, I'll demonstrate. It has buttons on this side, and it really works a lot like a harmonica. And if you've ever played a harmonica before, it's a different note going in and out, and you really only have. This is in the key of C, so I don't have any sharps or flats. So I can play all the notes in the key of C, and in the key of the key of G, I can play like a flatted seventh, which sounds really cool for bluesy stuff. And so C and G are the keys we usually play in. You can play some things in D minor and F, and you can, but it's a lot rarer.
Maybe with this 250,000 people watching this, we might be able to afford to buy you another accordion in a different key.
The band is playing for free right now. They are not getting compensated, but they are getting a ton of freaking exposure, though. They're getting a lot of watch out for that camera set.
Help us get a D accordion.
John Vigor, thank you for watching. Ramon Scavelli, thank you for watching. Meredith Hall, Weber, thank you kindly for watching. I'm going to get out of the way, guys. I promise you. Candace Desinar, thank you kindly for watching. Like and share the stream no matter where you are watching, guys. Like and share the stream. Roger Reynolds, you go, boys. That's from Roger Reynolds. All right, the show is yours, guys. Paul, I'm sliding the mic over to you. And you guys set the stage.
All right, I think Bosco is the next one, right? Yeah.
Oh,
so this is one that we've definitely played for about 25 years. It's just a happy tune. It really gets people out. Happy, yeah.
I believe this is our first foray into the key of G.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Oh yeah. No, the first tune was in G.
Okay.
I mean, it's like G and C. They're so similar. I guess that's all we'll say about that one.
Okay, playing a little background for you here. Undoubtedly, I would bet. That was awesome. That was so awesome. I'm going to end my live Instagram broadcast. And go ahead, Zach.
You might have seen us hesitating there at the end, because usually that's such an energetic dance number that we'll keep rolling with that one for a while. So we're like, are we doing the radio version, or are we just going to keep rolling?
Our buddy Ray Cadell from Ray Cadell and the Cool Cat says, Jerry, thanks for keeping live music alive, all kinds, no pre-recorded tracks, no computer, real musicians and musical instruments, real musicians doing what they love. You guys sound absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Ray, for those kind words. He's giving you guys some props undoubtedly right there. Like and share the stream no matter where you are watching. Let's give some props to the people that are watching here. We have folks watching outside Charlotte right now, outside Chicago, on Long Island, outside Philly. Let's give some props to Mike, to Emily Smith. Let's give some props to Jesse Spencer. Let's give some props to Steve Carter, Chris Xavier, Spencer Ricketson. Like and share the stream. What do we hear right there? I'm going to put Zach on the spot. Zach, what did you love about that song? What did you love about playing in that? What did you love about that song?
Oh, I love that song because it rocks. It's a little different from the other ones we do. You know, we get some cool, you know, kind of you get like some cool stops to go, you know, and there's some cool variations. It doesn't sound as much in the style and in the canon as some of the other tunes that we do. So that's one that stands out for
Bobby
me.
St. Ars says, what a treat. I absolutely love this band. You guys sound absolutely great. Bobby, thank you for joining us on the broadcast. We got this question coming in from D.C. How does someone so young jump on a fiddle? What's the story behind playing the fiddle?
Oh, Lord. Okay, true confession. I'm actually a mandolin player. I kind of just...
We all are.
Yeah, yeah, we all are. Yeah, Well, I guess a couple of our members were original members of the Mando Mafia, so that tells you something as well. Not me, but yeah, I kind of just messed around with the fiddle for a while, and you know, got with these guys, and it was a good excuse to learn some Cajun music. I love it. So.
What else? What other instruments do you play? They want to know.
Oh. You know, I wouldn't really claim to play too much else. I definitely play guitar. I started out as a guitar player, as everybody does, but I really like the fiddle and the mandolin, and maybe someday the accordion.
Okay, tell us. Okay, I have to ask that question. Accordion. Paul Rosen, jump in here. You don't see the accordion every day.
I do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you play it. Paul Rosen's got jokes too.
You pick it up every day.
Yeah. No, I actually wish I picked it up every day, but actually the dogs, as soon as I pick it up, the dogs will come from wherever they are in the house and just start barking. They'll come right to my feet and start howling.
We got to give some props to Liza, the I Love CVille dog. I mean, you don't even know she's here, right?
Yeah.
She didn't howl.
She's been very laid back. She's such a good dog. She's a rescue dog.
But I have to close the door to play because otherwise it gets too raucous.
You know, I like to emphasize this on the show, and then you jump in here. I love to emphasize that Liza is a rescue dog.
Yes.
From Caring for Creatures, Central Virginia's first no-kill animal sanctuary. Caring for Creatures, a great ally of this show, is taking dogs from the kill list across the eastern seaboard and bringing them to Fluvanna County for a second shot at life. That means the world to us here at I Love CVille. Pete, you jump in here.
Well, I was going to say that the first time we were practicing over at Paul's house and the dog came into the room and started howling while we were playing. I was cracking up. It was really funny. And I think we should make your dog an honorary member of the band and maybe bring it to gigs sometimes.
Okay.
Well, and I want to throw this to you, Susanna. Rescue dogs mean a lot to you.
Rescue
Talk to
dogs.
us about that.
Yeah, well, I'm a volunteer dog walker at the SPCA, and I guess my job is to help socialize dogs so that they will be adoptable. And I see dogs moving from high kill shelters into the public, getting adopted every day, every
All the
week.
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So rescue dogs rock.
I love it. I love it. First time I met them, they had a horde of rescue dogs around them at the Ix Art Park. And I know this guy from the racquetball world. We're getting this question coming in, and why don't we throw it to everybody in the band? This question coming in from outside Philly. What do you guys like to do in your spare time when you're not playing live music? Another question just came in. I will get to this one. Why don't we start with you, Zach? What do you like to do in your spare time when you're not playing live music?
Well, somebody just mentioned something about Columbia. I just went down to Columbia last month. I love to travel whenever I can.
Okay. How about you, Paul Rosen?
Well, I play racquetball.
You do. Play
And,
well.
Yeah, I'm an old buddy of Jerry's in the racquetball world. It's really fun, and he's very active there.
Yeah,
And he's learned it in a hurry.
He
It's
taught
just,
me the game. He's also a very good athlete, a standout softball player. I would think any sport that you pick up, you're going to be good at. Very, very, very talented athlete. Susanna, what do you like to do? You've already touched on this a little bit.
Well, I like to swing dance. I like to Cajun dance. I like to cook, walk doggies.
Okay, Jay Wyan, thank you for watching in Keswick. We love you, Jay Wyan. Pete, what do you like to do?
My world really revolves around music to a large extent. I do follow my both my daughters, what they're up to, and really love to see them blossoming into young adults. But I play a lot of music. I'm also a DJ on WTJU in Charlottesville.
Ooh, tell us about that.
Well, I've had a folk show on WTJU for probably 25 years, and probably for the past 20 years, I've been the drive time DJ on Friday afternoons. I'll be there this afternoon from 4 o'clock to 6.
I love it.
WTJU.net.
I love it. I love the plug right there. Russ Wilson says, hi, guys. Hi. So Russ Wilson's giving some props. Maddie Miller, great job, Zach. Sounding looking sharp. Is that kin? Is that family?
That's my sister.
Okay, Maddie Miller says, what up? What up, dog? We got another question coming in. Why don't we make sure we get this out there? This is another question coming in. Jerry, this is the first time I've heard this band play. They are fantastic. I would love to catch them somewhere else. Where can we see them? How can I learn about their gigs? So, Paul Rosen, you want to throw that to you?
All right. Well, right now our regular gig is the fourth Thursdays at Fry Springs. There's a guest band next Thursday, so it won't be us, but it'll be a really good band, so I think you should come out anyway. So our next time playing at Fry Springs is May 23rd, and I think it's $10 and $5 for gumbo. You can also get beer, and there's a dance lesson before it, and you can either dance with the lesson or without it, because we see people do some really fun-looking dancing that doesn't have anything to do with Cajun dancing, and I think that's just great, too.
Harris, you're getting some props. Grant says, what up, dog?
Yeah.
Grant Tolber says, what up? Guys, a lot of comments coming in. I'm going to get out of the way. You're here to hear them play live music. You do your thing. Let's go. Can we do another one? Do we have time?
Sure. But I did want to say that Susanna also has a band, and I think she alluded to a little bit. It's 1920s jazz, like trad jazz, New Orleans-style jazz, and it's called Zuzu's Hot Five, and you can find them at zuzushot5.com. And they are I'm actually playing banjo in that band. They're going to be at the Harrisonburg Dance on April 26th, Friday.
Next Friday.
Next Friday. And so that'll be a Lindy Hop mostly and swing dance. And then we will also be Saturday, May 4th at Albemarle Cider Works in the afternoon. And that's just, a nice day.
That's a great spot. It's a dope spot.
Yeah. It's just great cider and great view and just very relaxed there.
Trevor Spencer, thank you for watching. Jesse Spencer, thank you kindly for watching. David Strange, outside New York City, thank you for watching. Sarah Surface, like and share the stream. I'm going to get out of the way. Let's go to the band.
One more plug is that also at Fry Springs.
I got to stay in the way.
You don't have to say anything. I'll take it from you. One more plug is at Fry Springs on May 5th. That's a Sunday evening. There's a square dance. And so there's all kinds of traditional dancing with partner type dancing around town. Where the square dancers are just wonderful fun. They're the absolute easiest dancing to get started with if you've never danced before, because you pretty much just do what somebody tells you to do. And they're just, I just can't say enough about how much fun they are. So please come out May 5th also at Fry Springs.
We got Laura Z says, y'all are the bee's knees.
Aw,
Laura
thank you,
Z,
man.
I like that. Like and share the stream, guys. Like and share the stream.
And you know what? If y'all have other ideas, other places you want us to play, you can always drop us a message on the Facebook. Yeah, I won't give out Paul's personal cell phone on here, but we've got the Facebook page at the very least. You can drop us a message. We do parties, dances, bar mitzvahs, funerals, wedding. I mean, you name
Anything. Pumpkin tossings.
The show is yours, guys.
All right.
Next tune is a waltz. It's Say Seychelles.
Yeah, it's definitely a tongue twister.
Yes.
I'm going to throw this to Pete. Talk to us about that song.
Chez Seychelles, we got that from Michael Doucet, who is the fiddle player with Beau Soleil. And I was actually reading a story today about, I don't know if it's true, but Beau Soleil found the music in a bottle washed up on a shore. And it was only part of the tune, so they play that. And in a way, it might be believable because following the YouTube links, I found another version of Chez Seychelles where it was actually a mazurka and had a bunch of other parts to it. Beau Soleil only played two parts, so we played the Beau Soleil version of that.
What do you think, Zach?
Sounds plausible.
Yeah? What do you like about that song?
I will never say no to a tune that shows up in a bottle on the seashore.
Albert Kahn says, I think it will travel to the Old West. You guys sound fantastic. Thank you, Albert, for making that comment. Miles Kimbrough, sounding great, guys. Perfect way to bring in the weekend and manage the weather. Give the show a like and share no matter where you're watching. Laura Z absolutely loves what she's hearing right now. We are now 75 minutes in, and you guys have undoubtedly crushed this show. Can I get...
And it's starting to rain harder
it's
now.
It's pouring.
So.
Yeah,
you might
well,
not be able to leave till after the tornadoes.
Well, we do have the IPAs. No, this is what we got to do. If the power flickers, we're undoubtedly screwed. Okay, so let's hope the power doesn't flicker again. Can I get an encore? And Jay Wyant, thank you for sharing the show up in Keswick. We love you, Jay Wyant. Like and share the stream, guys, no matter where you're watching. Can we get an encore?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, it's called Midnight Playboy Special, and I don't remember. So, like, Susanna plays either rubboard or triangle on all these tunes, and it actually, like, it sounds different, but it doesn't, like, they both sound good, so I don't really...
So I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that I've got a similar interpretation of Midnight Playboy Special that I do of Locasine Special. So...
What does that mean?
Well, it's a mystery. Remember
It's got a good beat, easy to dance to. That's pretty much all of them.
Yeah. Let's dance.
Let's thank the folks watching. Carla Mano, thank you for watching. We certainly appreciate you tuning into the show. Like and share the stream. This band is crushing it. Jody Marshall White, thank you kindly for watching. Wow. Love this. I think it was a great start to the weekend, to the Friday. Follow them online. Friend them on Facebook. Give them some love. Go support them. One more time, and we'll use that mic on your next gig. We're getting that question coming in left and right. Paul Rosen, sounds like we need to get that website going over there. The next gig, Paul Rosen, where are we at?
Well, the next gig in general is the Zuzu's Hot 5 playing the dance in Harrisonburg. Next gig for this band is May 23rd at Fry Springs. And Fry Springs, if you've never been there, it's just a
venue.
That I don't think they've renovated since the 50s, and it's just a wonderful. I mean, I hope they never do.
Well, guys, I'm truly grateful for your time. I thoroughly enjoyed this. Our pleasure. We will archive the entire show, guys, on ilovecville.com. The entire show, start to finish, on ilovecville.com. We will then cut and edit, the fellows will, and the team upstairs, the clips from the show, the songs themselves, and syndicate them across the I Love CVille network. So I think for the next 30 days, you will see this band doing their thing and doing what they do well, which is playing awesome freaking music. I encourage you to see them in person, because I had a front row seat to this, and it was dynamic, it was awesome, it was banging, it was just absolutely like this palpable, tangible energy that is engulfing the set and radiating happiness. And we need that, because look at that nastiness outside. It's nothing but sunshine in here. We close the program the same way every single time, and that's with the golden rule. It's not about religion. It's just about treating others like you want to be treated yourself. Treat others like you want to be treated yourself, and watch as it has a viral impact across our community and our ecosystem. And undoubtedly, Charlottesville, Virginia needs that more than ever. So please, if you don't mind, embody the golden rule. For Harris Tolber, for Judah Wickower, for Lauren Linsky, my name is Jerry Miller. It's the I Love CVille Show. We are back on Monday at 12:30 with Patrick Estes, former UVA football player, running for Albemarle County Sheriff. On Tuesday, we're going to tell the story of two restaurateurs, two entrepreneurs, Yannick and Nikki Foyle, who are opening a fantastic new restaurant in Belmont, the No Limit Smokehouse, right across from where La Tasa used to be, right next to the local. So we'll showcase, right next to Southern Crescent, we'll showcase their entrepreneurial journey on the I Love CVille Show. Enjoy your weekend, stay dry, and play some live music wherever you're at. Good work. Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Crush it. Good work. Good work. I appreciate you guys. 72 minutes flew by.
Wow.
Good work. Yeah, we got a lot of feedback.
That's amazing.
We will send you the contact.